Sleep? I ain't got no time for that. I gotta train. Now in today's society, we're all dead busy. We're trying to cram in as much as we can, and that includes training, and I also have this problem as well. I have to train first thing in the morning, squeeze it in before I start work, and it's very time condensed. It's very difficult, and obviously, realistically, I could spend a bit longer in bed and not train at that point, but I'd have to try and find that time elsewhere. It's very difficult. So sleep can be sometimes the thing that gets neglected. People work late, work long hours, they try and watch some TV and stuff to relax, and by that time they're going to bed late. And sleep obviously is vital, we require it, but how important is it for various things? And today we're going to discuss sleep, or the lack of sleep, and the effect of that on sporting performance. So here they had 10 males. They looked at them in a few different variety of parameters. The first thing they looked at was a cognitive function test to see how sleep or lack of was affecting their cognitive functioning. They looked at maximal hand grip strength. They looked at a counter movement jump, and they did a 15-minute all-out cycle exertion test. Now they looked at these parameters in 3 different sleep conditions. So they had normal sleep, partial sleep deprivation, which was 4 hours of sleep, and total sleep deprivation, so no sleep. So what did they find? So aerobic performance was reduced by 4.1% in both sleep deprived groups equally. Counter movement jump performance was reduced by 5.2% in both sleep deprived groups as well. There was no difference in cognitive reaction time. Choice accuracy was reduced by 1%. Now what's interesting here is they found that yes, lack of sleep does affect you, and certainly aerobic performance, explosive performance, it does seem to be where it takes the biggest hit. And it also is interesting here because they were obviously looking at 3 different conditions. Someone might think, well, at least I got some sleep, better than none. Well, maybe, but not according to this in terms of 4 hours compared to total lack of sleep. 4 hours still isn't any better in these parameters as they found on this study than total sleep. So you've got to get good amounts of sleep for good amounts of performance. So don't skimp on your sleep. Obviously this shows that if you're a sports person and you're like, I've got to cram in the training, I've got to cram in, schoolwork, I've got to cram in whatever, it's obviously going to be to your detriment if you're trying to cram all that in for the sake of sleep. So sleep should be definitely put into its place, because between 4 and 5% reduction in explosive or aerobic output is obviously significant, and certainly more significant on that effect than probably what you're trying to cram in for the effect of that for your sporting performance in the day. So yes, so sleep, important. We know this. It's just the study was going to quantify some of the variables on this. So just another study looking at sleep and how it affects sporting performance. Get your sleep in. It's really important. Don't miss it, and so on. Anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time.